particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Out of the gun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Wants to throw. It's Morton. Finds space on the right. Gashes the heart of the knee. The tag. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. Down he goes at the 18.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's Moss. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Morton. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead's extended a little further.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Finds the big tight end. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help tack on this third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Moss. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Leaves it with the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beat, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Moss. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They've jumped on top right out of the gate, trying to add to a 17-7 lead. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
How about the linebacker right there? They make calls and they play in coverage, but if you're a linebacker, you better be physical, and that dude came downhill. Somebody might want to block him up front, Palmer. Downhill and laid the lumber.
Yeah, they definitely weren't able to chip up and get him on that one. But I'll tell you, a hit like that makes you think.
Turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Red Raiders will hustle to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. The Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I like where the quarterback got, because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. That's caught. It's Moss. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow-developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Rushes on him. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. There he goes. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unleashes one. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
Give to Brown. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion. opponent's 11. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding third down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big third down conversion.
Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Arizona State. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No. At a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines.
Texas Tech, 17. Arizona State, 14.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. To the air, it's Morton. A strike downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
That's caught. It's Hudson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Second down.
The play action fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Dickey. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
When he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again, and it's just frustrating.
The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Virgil. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
So now it's 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It's complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field when everything's shrink.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off of you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raider. Lining up to add another.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
That makes the score. Texas Tech, 24.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they... Oh, he's got some space! And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and come out.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Under fire. Quickly to the tight end. Powers through. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. Finds a crease at the 20. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Levitt. Lets it fly. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
On the ground, it's Dickey. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Catch in the middle, it's Virgil. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
4 wideout set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Morton. Makes the catch, it's Eakin. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Dickey. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. He's going to take off. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Dickey. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Back to throw, it's Levitt. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays.
Fires toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone, he makes those throws in his sleep.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback extends the play. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Trying to move them on the counter. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Virgil. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Fires left. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top with the catch. It's McClain. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Moss. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Unloads it left. Got him downfield. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And they went right back to the well, and that is a big-time answer from the defense after giving up the explosive play.
Yeah, it's a great job in sudden change, right, Reese? You give up the big one, the play before, so you hustle down, you get lined up. You have no idea what's coming next, but great individual effort by the defender to get to that QB.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And the comeback is on. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Dropping back, it's Morton. Flips it out in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. Makes a man miss. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down.
When you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Stands in and takes the hit. Touchdown, Arizona State! And that one will give them the lead.
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that for touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that. This offense has one.
And And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
On the run, it's Dickey. He breaks the tackle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Fires to the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It'll be third and long. To the air, it's Morton. Got it in the middle, it's Eakin. Just outside the red zone. If they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22. And the Red Raiders moving quickly to the line. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Out of the gun to give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
To the air on second down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Red Raider! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They look near finished at the half, but what a comeback here in the third quarter, and now an opportunity to take the lead. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
After the incompletion, it's second down. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Here comes the heat. Finds his man. It's Tyson. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Man, let that thing rip. How about this guy? Almost 450 yards on the day. He's been throwing it early. He's been throwing it often. He's been throwing it all over the yard and with a lot of success.
Scrambling away. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wants to throw again. Here's the pressure. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle. It's Carter. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Yeah, stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Nice directional kick there like a solid iron shot. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
At the 36-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The hand to the running back. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Off-play action on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd down.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Brown has has it. Turning it on. He's in open space downfield. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
This is an impressive run by this squad, man. Getting down big and everything looking bleak, but to be able to believe in themselves, to play one play at a time, dig their way back. Palmer, they've come all the way back against a good team, and now they got the lead.
It's really been impressive, David. I think that was the question coming into this game. People wanted to know, are they for real, or are they just a bunch of front runners? They got down early, but they never quit. Their playmakers have stepped up. They've done what is necessary, and they've executed at a high level. And all of a sudden, down multiple touchdowns, here they are making a statement with the lead.
Looking for a man. It's Morton. The quick out. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Finding open areas. Picks up the first down. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Here's a heat. He'll throw it. The short hands. It's Virgil. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jess.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll try the run. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And this offense has definitely got to take a second right here and understand this is the most important play of the game. It's 4th down. We got to get the first down over the clock and the time running. They got to make sure they get a conversion here.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quick handoff. Runs through a tackle.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Sun Devils line up to punt it away. And the punt hits ground in the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the... There he goes! That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Dropping back, it's Morton. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to scramble. The throw. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They move on top here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride. Gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this. At their own 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
So now it's 2nd and long. back to throw. It's Levitt. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays on it.
Using his legs to buy some time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And they didn't get it forward and edge. Defense wins the battle up front.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The defense will try to hold up one more time. Under 2 minutes to go. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Gets it out quickly. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. They not only need to pick up this first down, they need to do it quickly, David.
And they got some yards on third down, so now the fourth down is a little bit easier. But late in the ball game, man, it's go time. We need points. We got to get back in this football game.
Bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And how about the simple run? Like, I believe in my guys. We're going to pound the rock. We're going to get the first down. Nice job by this offense.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Moss. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25 5-yard line. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Pressure coming. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rush is on him. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
Man, now and if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good fourth down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
Made the catch with enough for the first down, but he was out of bounds, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff.
Schools, but it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. He'll keep it himself. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Running to Green. Delivers the stiff arm.
Well, it was a great job of executing the option by the quarterback. He made the right decision holding on to it. He shows you his athleticism. It's going to be a big play. You've just got to finish it, though. And the defense, they never quit. You saw the effort getting to him and ripping the ball loose.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. The screen. He can go. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll move the tight end. Gonna swing it on second down. Under fire. Across the 45. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hansen. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, you can afford to be a little bit late as a quarterback when you're throwing crow routes into zone coverage when you've got an arm like that. This dude's got a cannon.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
A lot of history between these two teams because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
I love love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Shoots it to the left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays.
Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
To the ground, he's got it again. That's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Leaves it with the back. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Well, on 3rd down, they go to the running back screen. They're able to get a couple of yards, but not enough for the first. What do?
Punt is on its way. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Wide open downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play off. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's going for the big play. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Caught behind the line. It's Hawkins. Uses a nifty move to work his way to the 24.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some violence.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give to the back. Turning it on. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
That's caught. It's ball. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. The Gators will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to...
Brings it down on the right side. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Quickly complete. There he goes. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so
just bowing ahead. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make a big gain.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
This has been a nightmare for the offense. What's one of the most critical statistics in any college football game? It's the turnover battle. They've already got 3, David. We're not even through the first half. This couldn't be any worse if you're on offense.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise why they're trailing in this football game. When you continue to give the football to the other team and put your defense in a bind, you're going to give up points. So they've got to find something with this offense that they can do well. Because right now, they're finding a good way to turn it over. But they got to do something positive to get back in this football game.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. The screen. He's got wheels. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
And some room to work. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
This is an offense that can find multiple ways to get explosive plays, especially when they hand it off to this guy, David.
And it's so nice to have a running game you can depend on, especially when you get the other side of the field now set up on the 2-yard line.
He wants to throw it. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
This defense doesn't even have a chance to blink after just giving up an explosive play. You get lined up, and all of a sudden they're throwing it over your head again into the end zone. They better get ready, lined up. I'd expect another shot coming up.
Wants to fire on second down. Oh, they're after him, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a three-possession hole, Jesse. Oh, he's got some space. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
He'll do it himself. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
They're going to ride this running back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the run, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Right on the money. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Gators started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! Fired in from the red zone for the score. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting and come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Coming out with it, it's Anderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
To the air, it's Lagway. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
He's going to get the fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
And this is why a lot of offensive coaches are okay going into halftime, trailing, not being too aggressive. Because when you try to make things happen, sometimes disaster strikes. And you just saw it right there.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Florida! Special teams proving to be special.
You're down, you need a play. What a nice job on the big punt return to give a spark. You can hear this home crowd going bananas. They needed a big shot in the arm, and they got it with the punt return.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Pocket breaking down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Rides the back on the option, the give. Made a defender miss. At midfield, he's got room. It's a running room. He's at the touchdown, LSU. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Now improvising. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Scanning the field. It's Lagway. Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
To the air on 1st down. He'll pull it down. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Slips a tackle. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Florida.
Waning seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the 2nd half, and there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Bringing the heat. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. So that's going to do it here in the 1st half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. The Gators will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Looking for a crease, it's Durham. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the 2nd half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this offense did a lot of good things there in the 1st half. It wouldn't surprise me if they pumped this one away after that incompletion on 3rd down. They do have the lead. I think you've got to put some trust in your defense here to not give up any points and get you the ball back.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Extending the play. He'll try to do it himself. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Makes the grab. It's Wilson. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Back to throw. It's Flagway. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Escape. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
That's a great job by the wide receiver, understanding where the first down marker is. Don't mess around. Don't run 2 yards short. Get to the first down, catch the football, move the sticks, and get an extra set of downs.
Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's ball. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
To the ground with the back. Touchdown, Gator! And here they come, almost all the way back.
And I love how this offensive coordinator uses all of his playmakers and all of the speed. This is a guy that we've seen hurt defenses before catching the football, but you can get him involved in the running game as well with the option play. Get him on the perimeter. He's the pitch man. Nobody accounting for him. It's an easy walk-in score for the offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
It's simple, but it's not easy. You know, you miss on these throws and you see the ball not go near the wide receiver, but a lot of times it has to do with the bottom half of the quarterback. And are his feet set where now he can start to move towards where he wants to throw the football, and you could tell his feet weren't set and he was drifting a little bit.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It will be 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position.
First and 10.
Biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field.
And it's a fumble after that huge gain. And the defense. Jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
Yeah, and when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understand.
Continues to fight for yards. Turning it on. The 20. Touchdown Tigers. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, though.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. On the run, deep down the right side. Got his man downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
That's reeled in. It's Hawkins. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Back to throw. It's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He'll throw on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Webb. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Florida! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Hold and fire complete. Still running at the 40. There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll try the counter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up.
There he goes. Touchdown, Gators. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
this receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
And here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. And I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
Caught close to the marker, it's Anderson. And defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. When a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
The sure hands, it's Anderson. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Grab near the marker, it's Green. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to pass, it's Nussmeier. Using the quick game.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Rides the back and leaves it. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly.
Back's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll run play action. Floating away. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
bully ball on 3rd and short. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And I know everybody's looking at that clock as it ticks, and we're down a couple of possessions, but nice job getting the first down. But this offense has to stay in hyperspeed, right? Down 2 possessions, got to throw the football, use the sidelines, use the middle of the field, especially as you get close to that 2-minute mark.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive game.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Florida! And the comeback is on.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Fires to the big fella. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
All the way back to the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over in football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough and physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Finds his man, it's Jackson. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he is going down here, but we have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the 4th quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
fourth quarter, obviously trailing in a football game, you're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass and he still takes off and gets the first down. It's his time. It's the fourth quarter. You're trailing. The ball's in his hands.
Got a man. It's Jackson. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I just love the awareness there, understanding where he is. He didn't get the first down, but he gets out of bounds. He knows he has a timeout in his back pocket. So he's still putting his offense in position here to drive the field, score, and win this game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the air. It's Lagway. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
And back to the air on 2nd down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Gator! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. Timeout call by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Here's the pressure. They just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
Down 4 late. They have to convert on 4th down to keep hope alive. Trying to keep the drive alive. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Got a man, it's Anderson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it all comes down to this play. You at this point are going to need a Hail Mary and a miracle to pull this game out.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Touchdown, LSU! They've got the lead here in the fourth. A clutch throw and catch from the quarterback and the receiver in the end zone for the touchdown.
And I tell you what, you want to get pressure on the quarterback in these situations. You drop so many guys back deep, but as a defender, you're not trying to